Mrs. Burney, why don't you tell me why this marriage is coming to an end?
Your Honor, I feel that Chaz and I are no longer able to communicate. There's no respect left in our marriage. I've been unhappy for the past 2 years, and I'm really seeking your advice on what to do next.
Give me an example, or tell me what it is about Mr. Burney that's causing you to want to leave.
I don't feel like he takes me seriously. Like I said, because there is no communication in our marriage left, if I say something, it automatically turns into what I've done wrong versus him owning up to what I need from my
Can you
husband.
give me an example of that?
Example, financially, I feel like he hasn't really done his part. I feel like emotionally, he has not been supportive to my needs. Mentally, I'm going crazy. I don't respect my husband. That's not normal in a marriage.
Tell me about his financial contributions and why you don't think they're sufficient.
Well, I will say my husband, he's a rapper. I think that he feels the long term or in the future, the money that's supposed to come in from his career is going to take care of our right now bills. And right now, our bills are amounting to more than what the graphics and videos and whatnot are bringing in. Tell
me how he doesn't support you emotionally and why you say his rap persona is interfering with your marriage.
He has a song called Bad Bee. Provocative. He raps about all the different women, nationalities, personalities, body types that he's been with, this be, that be.
Not that I like that stuff.
Right.
But not that I like that stuff. And I'm all about not liking misogyny in music. I'll say that. But how is that brought home?
If he comes home and calls me a bee,
I'm bringing the chicks.
Is that something you do?
That's one song. When I go to a club, I might not go to a club where it's just those type of people. When you have a certain type of a genre of music that you putting out there, you have to cater to that crowd. I'm not gonna go to a college summit rapping about a bad beat. If I'm in a trap club, a club that got trap people, I'm gonna rap trap type of music. If I go to a college summit, I'm gonna rap some good, clean music for that crowd. But when you working in my type of career, you have to be able to actually have the music that those type of people want to see.
Yeah, and I got that. And I'm
versatile.
Right there with
that's versatility. That's all it is.
I understand that, Mr. Burney, and I'm not mad at you about it. You know, because I understand you have to do what the audience does. But
exactly.
He just talked around that whole question. Bro, you gotta pay attention. She asked him, how did it make it home? That was what she asked him. And he did not have an answer for that, bro. My thing with it is, if you ain't gonna respect it, that's why she checked out. That's why she checked out. I tell y'all all of the time, I ain't gonna keep repeating it. I ain't gonna keep repeating it, man. You, these treat the one that you loving. Yeah, man, and that's it's tricky in entertainment. Entertainment, goddammit, it ain't no telling. It ain't no telling where it's gonna come from, but they coming. But they most definitely coming, bro. So if you're not secure, if you and her, if y'all not locked in, on the same page, trying to get shit done, yeah, bro, it's a lot of friction. It's a lot of friction. It doesn't mean that it's not possible. It does not mean that it is impossible. It does not mean that at all. It just means y'all might have to work 2, 3, 4 times as hard, because them other ones, they gonna keep. Don't stop, bro. You gotta be locked in.
Can I just put this out here in the atmosphere that those people in the trap club are the least able to economically, socially, and emotionally defend themselves, and to the extent that you denigrate the women on a constant basis, you are cementing their impoverishment, both emotionally and financially. I will just say that.
I understand what you're saying.
We'll move forward.
Okay.
Now, Mrs. Burney, so far, you said how you felt, but you haven't shown me one example of Mr. Burney doing something that would cause you to feel that way. Why don't you
let's
share
back
that
up
with me?
We were together maybe 2 months, 3 months before I said, let's get married. He said, okay. So let's go.
You were together for 2 months before you asked him to marry you?
Well, it wasn't more so if I asked him to marry me, it was more of a situation. We went to Florida. We got together. My grandmother passed away. He was my rock during that time. So when I got back from burying my grandmother, we went to Florida. I needed to clear my head. While we're there, the whole time he's on the phone with women. Oh, I'm here for this show. I'm here for that show. I'm doing
How
this.
you gonna get
I'm
mad
doing
though?
that.
You only knew her for a month.
Either way, I'm here for this. I'm here for that. And I got ready to leave him. I got ready to leave him right there in Florida with all the women that he was communicating with. I was ready to go.
That's cap. She already had her mind made up that they was going to get married. That's why she didn't leave. And that's why you didn't answer that question. Y'all be so determined. Like y'all ladies, I do. I do. I love you dearly. But y'all be so determined to make that one your one. You don't give a fuck about nothing. Everything else just obsolete, bro. Everything else just obsolete. And I get it. I get it. I get it that you got your mindset. You know, you might be looking for what's the Spider-Man. You might be looking for your Spider-Man and whatever. I get it. You find one, you like, damn. He definitely do. He is kind of nerdy. Like, yeah, he definitely is a nerd. You check the little pulse on. I buy Spider-Man, y'all. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Huh? You check the little thing in the spider. Yeah, bro. And you like, all right, cool. It actually might be him. It might be him. Or like, bro, it probably is. It's not. It's not, but y'all be so determined to have y'all mind made up that y'all gonna make this one and this gonna be the one. Nah. It's easier said than done, but you gotta be able to change, bro. Change. Not everybody deal with change in the best way, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
So he made all these promises. Oh, I want to be with you. I love you. This, that, and the other. I said, okay, well, let's get married. He's like, okay.
How much sense does that make?
I understand.
She was just
How
leaping.
much
It was a leap.
sense
I think it was
does
just-
that make?
I just wanted to see exactly where his head was at that point. And
No,
so-
you didn't want to
I
see
did.
where his head was.
No, I
You
did.
wanted a ring. Because if you wanted to see where his head was, if he said yes and then you would gone down there, turned right around, it's too early. It is too early.
But at that point, Your Honor, I was still married. So it was more so I just wanted to see where his head was.
How you ask me to get married, but you already married and you shouldn't be married, but the ring not on your finger, it was under the dress and I ain't see it when I got up in it. Stop lying. Stop lying, bro. What the fuck? Yo, she just said I asked him if he wanted to get married while I was married just to see what he was going to say. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. That's like, they are the most, that type, man. I don't like it. Because my thing with it is, what do you think? Give me a thought. I mean, shit, my thoughts, they right here. I'm right here. You got my thoughts right here, but give me one of your thoughts. What you think about that? Everything you going to wait to see what I'm going to say, to then you make your decision of what you going to say. That's a follower. You've been a follower at that point, and I just can't rock with that, bro. I don't support nobody being a follower. Nobody being a follower, bro, but...
And
No,
so-
you didn't want to
I
see
did.
where his head was.
No, I
You
did.
wanted a ring. Because if you wanted to see where his head was, if he said yes and then you would gone down there, turned right around, it's too early. It is too early.
But at that point, Your Honor, I was still married. So it was more so I just wanted to see where his head was.
You were still married to your...
I was still legally married to my ex-husband at that time.
Now, see, she ain't let me know nothing about that, Judge. Like, till later on, hey, I'm going through a divorce, and then I was like,
It was way before that
damn,
time.
I'm
He
like,
knew
well,
that.
why didn't you tell me?
You didn't let
like,
him know up front that
He
you were
knew.
still
Running the
married?
game, running that game.
Your Honor, it was no. He
Look,
knew. He knew.
She talking to me
He
about
knew.
I'm running the
He knew.
finesse, and I'm really giving
He knew.
finesse.
Your Honor, he knew. Chaz knew from the beginning what the situation was with my ex-husband. I had daughters. He met my daughters before
man.
we even went to.
How long did you know him before you went to Florida with him or wherever you went?
It was about 3 months, 4 months or so.
And you just go off with somebody after 3 months.
Yeah, we did.
90
We went-
days. Oh, it's not because you bad, it's because she's ridiculous. That's
I'm telling you, no, I did my part, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't like the fact that she didn't tell him that she was married, but he just as goofy. You just as goofy, bro. It's one of them situations where you see something happen and you like, you can't even blame. Like, that was supposed to happen to him. Some things in life, bro, it's just supposed to happen to you. Like him, this going to be one of them lessons where you can either take it, learn it, and apply it, or you can just say, that never happened and keep it pushing. It's your choice. It's your choice. But bro, he just seemed like this was just supposed to happen to him. And I'm gonna be honest with you. In these type of situations, I know, 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 I know. Not paying attention, bro. Not paying attention. She probably did tell him. She probably did tell him. I don't know. I don't know. She probably did. But yeah, in that situation, bro, you're not paying her no attention. You're not really paying her no attention. She look good. Yeah, you go over there, you chill with her, hang out with her, whatever. Wham, bam, swing, wham, boom. And you up out of there, bro. And you up out of there. But he not paying attention to what she's saying. And then you stuck around too many egg omelets and mornings. You stuck around for too many egg omelets and mornings, bro. So that's how you found yourself. And I'm telling you, bro, you can either learn from it. You can learn from the situation. Like she right here, you can learn from it and go forward. Or I'm telling you, bro, but that's not cool. That's not cool. Don't play with your life. This is your life. This is your life, bro. Value your life. Even down to the people that you lay down next to. That's the truth.
Nah, I ain't bragging like that, but because you see where we at now, like she knew that, you know, my reputation, it was no woman that could calm me down. Like I never thought I would meet that type of woman, but she really did change my life for the better, I feel, because I was out there running crazy. I was out there like a chicken with his head cut off. I was like, man, ain't no woman gonna be able to calm me down, but sure enough, God put her there, you know what I'm saying? And it actually made me change my perspective on how I look at life, period, as a whole.
Okay.
So.
Well, speaking of that, I wanted, and that was a beautiful sentiment, and I want to talk to you about your future, your life, your career, and what you want to happen between the two of you. Now, Mr. Bernie, given that you're 35 and your dream is to be a rapper, are you a little concerned?
Am I a little concerned with what?
Are you making progress?
Yes, ma'am. I've been on tour with Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, Grand Hustle, T.I. Like, I can go on, but I'm going to stop it right there. But I've been working. I've been putting in my work, putting in the grind. She know how hard I work.
What do you think the problem is?
Love you, Tip. Love you, Gooch. Love you, Jeezy, and everybody else he just named. But all of them niggas is over 40, bro. All of them niggas is over 40. He the youngest one. He the youngest one. They probably keep, bro. Man, it ain't no telling. Either way, bro, it's shish. But to be honest with you, in my personal opinion, I don't really think you start popping or getting right until you, 30-something.
In your relationship?
Well, my baby ain't no angel either now, you know what I'm saying? I done grabbed her phone a couple times just to put it on the charger, like, doo-doo-doo. What?
Your Honor,
Whoa!
Your Honor.
Who is this?
But we
now I'm
skipped
looking at the
over.
phone. Hold on, baby. Let me get my sentence out.
Hang on.
Hang on, sexy. So I'm pulling out, I'm about to plug my baby phone up. So I'm looking like, hey, baby, how you been? What the? I'm like, whoa, like, this ain't your baby, this my baby. I'm looking at like, but you know, I'm not saying that, so I'm saying I go push the thing. Oh, it's blue circles, white circles, blue circles. So that means it's been communication going on.
Right.
Okay, so it's a problem with my communication. But if I look at your phone, your communication going well with some other friends.
Now,
So I'm like,
Ms. Bernie, are you doing or saying inappropriate things on your telephone with other people?
There is a guy that has been, this has been a friend, a business partner, no one I've ever slept with, no one I've ever had that type of intimate relationship with. This is someone that started out as a business partner, grew into a friend that was there.
Is he next up?
Man, she minimized that to the max. You gotta pay attention. First, it started off as a friend. Then he was a business partner. Then it grew into a friendship, bro. Stop lying. And to be honest with you, you can say whatever you guys say, but that BABY and that TXT, that's it, bro. That's it, bro. That's a wrap. I don't know. None of my partners not legal. Don't nobody text me with no baby. Hell no. That's not. Stop. And you gotta pay attention to what women be saying, bro, because they will talk you around a mulberry bush and you'll forget the question that you asked them. No, well, he's been my business partner for 3 years, and you know, we did go out this one time, but it was only after the Christmas party, and we only went down to the street to go grab the ice because the manager asked us to grab the ice, and then there was that one time that the office got shut down and everybody got a free lunch, and we went to she gonna hit you with all all of that, and it's gonna go round and around, and you gonna forget the damn question. Like, damn, like I forgot that she did text her. I don't really see. You don't really seem that bad. You don't really seem that bad. Yeah, bro. Pay attention. I'm telling you, man. Pay attention.
I don't want to be with anybody. I need some time to get myself together, Your Honor. I've changed completely who I am as a person. I don't trust the way that I used to. I don't love the way I used to. I don't communicate the way I used to. There were several reasons why I should have left.
Share them with me.
Number one, we're engaged. We go to Atlanta. We go to Atlanta. Again, at this time, I was traveling. I like to get away. Never hated staying home. I said, hey, I'm going to Atlanta, you know, just to get away. He wanted to go. Okay, cool, we go. He said, hey, babe, I'm going to go see my best friend, you know, one of my guy friends. He lives up here in Atlanta. I'm going to go spend time with him. We're going to go out to the club. Do you want to go? No, I don't want to go. I stay back at the hotel. He goes, hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, comes back. Everything's cool. He want to, you know, be all on me. We make love. He get in the shower. Next thing I know, his phone is going off from a chick saying, oh, it was so good seeing you. It was nice to see you. So he left me in a hotel room
while he went off
to go be with
Mr. Bernie. You care to explain that one?
That's not even the big issue. The big issue is you left and then you came back and then you hit it. God damn, that's just flagrant, bro. That's man. As a morally, just knowing, like bro, personally, I just couldn't. I could not. Knowing you just got out of it, then you driving home, you listening, you know how it be when you be driving up, man. You driving home, all right, boom, cool. That's no respect, bro. That's no respect. Shit, man.
Now that conversation could have went a whole different way. Now, if I wanted to lie about the situation, Judge, wouldn't it be easy for me to say, babe, she said it was good seeing me. She seen me on Facebook.
No.
I could have lied and said that, but I did tell her the truth. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't go and see my partner that I said I was gonna see.
I saw her.
I saw her, but you know, I'm such of a good guy. Like for real, the devil was on one shoulder and the angels was on another shoulder. The devil was like, man, get in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, the angel
overrode the devil.
But listen, the angel was like, if you go in that house, you ain't gonna have no lady.
So you didn't go?
My right hand to God on my brother's grave, I didn't even go inside the house.
I got you, I understand. Tell me what happened when your child was born prematurely and why you felt unsupported.
Okay. Again, just a little bit back from Atlanta. I called the engagement off, went back to Augusta. We were not going to be together. A couple weeks later, I found out that I was pregnant. His first child, I was, again, still not wanting to be with him, contemplating not having the baby, but I did. I was high risk from the beginning. I had a history, I guess, of preterm labor, had two other daughters. So during that time, I was supposed to have been on bed rest, but financially, I had to continue to take care of us. So I continued to work despite the doctor's orders, and I ended up going into premature labor at 5 months. They told us our daughter was not going to make it. If she did, she would be blind, she would be deaf.
And that's how she always is, Judge. She ain't want to listen.
Let her finish, and then I'll go to you.
It's not even about me not listening. If he was providing like he was supposed to be, I would not have had to keep on to work.
I was always there for her. I'm always there for her. I guess it was probably times that she felt like I could have been more instrumental as far as being that shoulder for her, but those were times that she was being like extra nagging and extra aggravating, and like I'm the type of person, like I don't always, like sometimes I get with your aggravation, I'll go ahead and match you and we could just go ahead and go at it. But at that time with my daughter, you know, going through that, this is my first time being a father, so I'm like already not all the way like feeling like, why is my daughter still in the hospital? I can't even bring her home, you know what I'm saying? So I was actually going through some things too. So it's like,
let me ask you this. She claims that she was forced to continue to work even during a I was getting to that. I'm not finished.
Listen, you're not paying attention at all. It's not about you being there or not being there, bro. You don't have the money. It costs money to have children. Children are not free. They are not free, bro. They just not. So you saying, oh, I was there, but she was nagging. And when she started nagging, I just lost my cool and my temper. That's what you remember. And I'm going to help y'all. I'm going to help y'all, fellas, because this where we fuck up at. This where we mess up. We like, yeah, you just remember the nagging so much, you just gonna go straight to that. Yeah, I remember she was getting on my nerves, and she wouldn't pay attention, and I was trying to tell her how to do this, and I was trying. Yeah, that's because she was trying to figure out how the fuck she was gonna pay the doctor, the hospital $4,000 for delivering his big head ass. That's what her problem is. They always, I ain't gonna say they always, but the women, bro, they really be on top of the Hey, I just want to let you know. I meant to say finances, but hey, I just want to let you know this gonna cost that, that's gonna cost that, bro. It's not coming out the sky. You can't just sit up here and say, all right, well, all right, go ahead, take the baby. They gonna take the baby. No, bro, it's not how it work, and he not listening, he not paying attention. You so in your head, you so caught up in your head trying to get out what you want to get out or what you felt at the time that you're not even really paying attention to what the issue is. So you'd have missed that. And like I tell y'all, man, they come with a fine. They come with fee. Go ahead and not pay it if you want to. Go ahead and not pay it if you want to. All right, well, that shit ain't going to get me. And then you get the notices. The notices start changing colors. Go ahead and play games if you want to. You look up, man, I'm telling you, bro. It's not about you, bro. It's about the money. Long story short.
High-risk pregnancy that really obligated her to stay in bed. Why don't you address that?
Okay, what I was actually doing at that time, I was working when I was at her mother's house. I was going back and forth, driving by myself, back and forth to Atlanta to pick up merchandise. I have a merchandising company too. And I was back and forth. I had watches, I had CDs, DVDs. And I was out there going in, like I'm coming in, working, I'm giving her money or whatever, where the money went. I don't know. She told me there was a certain amount that she was gonna be giving to her mom while we were staying there. It was like, kind of like, I felt like
Did you meet that amount?
Every month, yeah, I did. I gave her the money. I didn't never spend no money on myself. At that time, I knew it was hustle, stack, and grind. So I wasn't going out partying. I wasn't doing nothing. I was staying there with her.
Is
like
that
if she
true?
argued with me, I just go in the other room. And
Is that true? He was on hustle, stack, and grind?
He's always had that hustler mentality, yes. But if you sit down, you're out, you spend $100 to get gas, you spend $300 to go down to buy the merchandise that you now have to flip, come back, drive back. By the time you're out there all day, all week, and you bring home $500. Well, subtract the $300 that you just spent going to buy the merchandise.
Okay.
Subtract the $100 you just spent driving down there to get it. It equates. It was not very much.
Trying to cut them numbers
no,
down.
I'm not trying to cut them down. I'm giving you exactly what it is.
I understand what she's saying. I understand.
It was not enough.
It's a certain amount to
enough.
that, but
Yeah,
that's
I understand
not
what
true.
you're both saying. I got it.
It wasn't enough.
I got it. Bernie, I had asked her in the beginning. Well, she told me in the beginning that she wanted out of this marriage because she felt unsupported on various levels. But I never asked you, how do you feel about this relationship going forward? Are you done too?
These things that she's bringing up was never issues that she brought up to me at the time. That's where we go back to my part where I say my pet peeve or what I really have an issue with is just the communication. If she would have communicated with me like, I just believe you could support me more or whatever. If she's
or
instrumental,
I need this or I need that.
Yeah, just tell me. That's the problem I think I have because it's like she'll shut down and then it won't talk. So not talking about something don't mean you're going to work that out. If we could sit down like two adults and just talk about it, I think 90% of her frustration could be taken away.
Okay. And I get that, and it's a very good point.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe you can get there to work it out, or do you say it's a wrap as well?
I feel that we do have a future. It's just always the bad things or the downsides or everything that you put the spotlight on.
Yeah. Let me work on your behalf for a moment, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Mrs. Burney, what do you think, if I could give you one thing from him that would allow you to feel comfortable remaining in this union, what would it be?
At this point, I don't know. I don't know if it's repairable or if I want to repair it, because just like, today, all of the issues, they didn't just stem overnight. I didn't just wake up and say, oh, this is like, I want to downplay, I want to bash my husband. It's been so many different things. Like, this is my real life.
Yeah, I get.
And he doesn't get it.
Oh, I get that. I get that. And I know a number of women who have felt just like you. And I know that sometimes what happens is we fail to make the ask. We feel, and the circumstances are so obvious to us that we believe he should know, and they don't. Have you really clearly told him what you need, why you need it and how you need it without a whole lot of emotional background noise.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. And it goes just like this. Chaz, I need you to be like more supportive. Oh, well, what am I not doing supportive? Or what about you? The automatic, like, conversations.
I got that, and I'm gonna talk to him about it too, but you can't tell a man, I need you to be more supportive. That's an amorphous idea. That's a whole category. What you need to do is truly identify what you need in support of, and you have to identify it for yourself and communicate it specifically. You don't say a word. You have to say to him, Chaz, I need you to do A tomorrow morning or every morning this week. You know what I mean? You have to be specific with them because that's the way they think. Do you see what I'm saying?
I understand.
You see?
She makes sense, but he ain't go over there and hug his wife and comfort her, nothing, bro. That's your mermaid, man. She got on the little green dress. She supposed to have the red hair. My mermaid had the red hair. Mine had the red hair, but yeah, bro, look at that. Look at that, bro. I never understand that. If you see your girl crying, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but damn, bro, go rub her shoulder or something like that, man. That's your wife. Like, that's your wife. This is a forever, bro. This is, man, forever. And even when you go in your grave, she gonna roll over and get on your nerves, man. But that's your girl, man. That's your mermaid. Take care of her. Take care of her, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Mr. Bernie, no. Now, Mr. Bernie, when she's being upset and she says something amorphous, you have to say, honey, I know you feel bad. I understand that. You have to hear how she feels. You have to hear all of it, because hearing is half the thing. Listening to us is half the battle. And then you ask, what can I do? And then you be specific, and then you do it. And that'll get you off dead stop stupid, where you're all right now. You with me? What have you got to say,
Exactly.
Mr.
Because
Bernie?
look, this is what I'm finna say. I wanted to get this out, Judge. You've been going on and on, Judge. Give me a
It's
chance.
my show.
I know.
This is my house. I do what I want, when I want it, how I want it. And as a matter of fact,
That's right.
what I want
Give
right
it to him,
now
Judge.
is to leave. This matter is adjourned.
Oh, man, I didn't even get to say what I was going to say.
I don't know if there's hope for our marriage right now. I don't know what to think.
My wife is very emotional. Sometimes she may feel like I'm not paying attention, but I'm always paying attention. She might feel like I'm taking it as a joke, but I'm not taking it as a joke. It's just a way of me saying that, you know, you should lighten up and not be so tight-cheeked all the time. You know, it's not all about just being always just over the top.
It's a game. Everything is a joke to him. He's like, oh, this, oh, the music. Trust me, it's more than that. I didn't just wake up like, oh, I don't trust him or we can't communicate. You don't just roll over and say, I want a divorce, you know? He don't get it. I'm done.